Okay, we are doing a sewer inspection at 34 West Terrace Avenue in Lakewood. We are in the basement, right next to the washer and dryer. We are plastic right off the bat here, but it does convert over to cast iron, which is right here. There is a little trickle of water going through the bottom, and that is dripping in. Let me pull back here. Right here at the beginning, let me see if I can lift the camera up. There's a little trickle of water coming in just inside this clean out from some of the plumbing up above. I don't know if there's a leaky toilet somewhere or a drippy faucet, but like I say, if you actually lay down on the floor and look in, you don't even need the camera, you can see that with your eyes. It's just a constant little trickle there, and that will raise a water bill quite a bit, actually. Now what I'm going to do here is, I've got a counter in the upper right hand corner of my screen, which I'm resetting to 0 right here now at the beginning. So that will tell us how many feet in we are. And like I said, now we're in cast iron, which does not look bad. And once we get out here now to about 5, almost 6 feet, the line makes a little bit of a turn toward the street. A little bit of scale, but not bad at all. Believe it or not, those are just a few little spider webs up on the top. So it looks like that turn we made was probably a 90, or it could be a 45. You know, instead of going straight out, it might go down the hill. Now the fact that there's water laying in the bottom of this pipe tells me that the pipe could be fairly level. You know, very little pitch to it. Okay, so apparently that turn we made was a 45, and remember that was around what, 6 feet, and now we're making another 45 10 feet further. So this turn here should take us straight toward the street. And I'm just looking here. When I see standing water like that, that's not a good thing. What will happen over time is the bottom of the pipe will rust and deteriorate. It's probably very thin right there now. And if I run a cable or a sewer machine through there, it may actually cause a problem. You know, I could very well knock a hole in that cast iron. Now here we've got water trickling. It's not laying in right here. A little bit of debris laying right there. But you can see there's almost like a little trench, if you will, in the bottom of the pipe where, you know, water flowing over the years, you know, has caused some actual erosion of the metal. And judging by what I'm seeing here, the bottom of this pipe is on its way out. And ideally, in fact, there's so much corrosion right there, it's possible that there's no bottom right here, that I'm in like a ditch, but I'm riding up on top of it with the camera. The pipe is working right now. They've never had any trouble with it. And I guess they've been here around 7 years. And like I say, if I do run a machine through here, it may very well break through the pipe, and then you would have even a bigger problem. Okay, here, 38 feet. We make a turn to the left. Here at 56 feet, we take a dive down, and this is bad. With all that buildup there, I'm surprised you have not plugged. I would, like I say, bet the pipe is getting very thin on the bottom. In fact, you can see the pipe, but once I get into the water, I drop down. So there's no bottom in it right here. That's at 63 feet. So I'm not even, I'm just pushing along on the ground. Okay, now here I come up out of it. Maybe. Okay, I'm not even seeing anything. I would think I'd be getting awfully close to the, okay, right here. All right, I may, okay, right here, I may actually, I believe I'm in the main right here. Yeah, that's city main here, so this isn't yours, but that's why, because the city main's a larger pipe, so the camera is underwater. Just make sure. I'm going to pull back to that one spot. Yeah, that's city main here. It's clay tile. Let's see where I entered. I bet I bet that manhole is the very first manhole, and I bet you're coming right into it. 57 feet. But this cast iron I do not like. And this spot right here, 60 feet, that's... In fact, I'm going down into water here. This may be the point of entry into the city main, but the pipe doesn't look big right here, but it's definitely holding water. But I am not impressed with what I'm seeing in the cast iron. I just have a feeling it's getting very thin. I'm gonna keep going here just to make sure I'm in city main. I should be able to see when I get to the manhole. The pipe definitely changes here to clay tile. Okay, here's the point of entry into the main. So this all is your pipe that's holding all that water. There's the main right there. 75 feet from here. So yeah, this is your pipe here. There's a pretty good offset right there on the bottom of the pipe that holds water. Hence this little dam, you know, it holds this water in here. So that starts where we hit the clay tile is 58 feet in, and it almost looks like there's no bottom in the cast right here. Honestly, my recommendation would be to replace the entire line from the point where it leaves the house all the way to the city main. Whenever I see a little trail of water on the bottom like that, and it's all clear, a lot of times that means that there's actually a gap where there's no bottom. And you know, the water, you'll get groundwater that comes in through there, but that gap with time will get wider. Either that or the pipe is so eroded on the bottom that it's, you know, right here, you know, that's pretty rough. And seeing that pool on the bottom like that, I would say this line is not in good shape. Yeah, right there it looks like there's no bottom. That little trickle, I have no idea what that is or where it's coming from. You got something somewhere that is leaking. Either a faucet somewhere that won't shut all the way off, or a leaky toilet flapper. If you have a toilet that you notice comes on and runs all by itself on occasion, then it could very well be from that. But that's a significant flow. Well, that concludes this inspection.